Defense definitely got better. They got D Ford from the Chiefs. Rip. They got some more people in free agency in the draft, and I hope I see them going 7-9. They would have gone better if they didn't have so many young people, but yeah,
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Pretty respectable reason. Um, I'm guessing I have the Seahawks last at 8.
F.
Also Doug Baldwin, just their whole defense gone. They have Poppy Wagner, and that, and I mean they got Shaquem Griffin and Shaquille Griffin as well, and Byron Maxwell, but like they're not the greatest players, I guess you could say. Shaquem and Shaquille Griffin, twin brothers on the same team. That's just ridiculous. But at the same time, they're both average. They're not great. And I mean, also in the draft, the addition of DK Metcalf. I mean, he's big body. He's a big body receiver. He can get the ball. He can grab it down. He doesn't have the best hands, but he can get the ball when the ball's coming towards him if he needs to. And tell me, Cardinals, what do you have the record and why?
6-10. Kyler Murray. Wait, that's not. Wait. Yeah, Kyler Murray. He might fall off. He's definitely gonna be a good quarterback, but first year he's not gonna be able to carry that offense. Like I said, everything about Fitz, him being freaking old. I already made my statement about the but
Yeah. All right. What do you want to do next? NFC North?
no. Right.
No.
Actually, get out of here. In the middle of a stream.
Can I play?
Yes. As NFC North next.
NFC East.
Okay, we'll go NFC East. Who do you have winning the division?
Cowboys at 12-4.
Okay, explain the reasoning why.
I need attention. Message. Okay. Oh gosh, dang it, the message instant.
Okay. Well, I have the Eagles at 11-5, number 3 seed in the NFC. But first, go ahead and explain your reason to why Cowboys go 12-4.
They have a smart coach and Jason Garrett.
That's what Jason Garrett does. Sorry.
They have a good quarterback, Prescott. They got Zeke Elliott. They got They got Allen Hurns. They got an amazing offensive line.
Allen Hurns broke his ankle.
Shut up! Not talking about that. They got Trevor Williams, a good. Wait, is his name Terrence Williams? I'm stupid. Terrence Williams, a good average wide receiver. On the defensive side, they got good linebackers in Leighton Vander Esch, Sean Lee, Jalen Smith, Xavier Woods in the free safety position. How do you pronounce this guy's name? Shidobi Awuzie. How to pronounce his name? Got Byron Jones, Jordan Lewis. Shut up. Randy Gregory, David Irving, Malik Collins, Lawrence. They just have a well-rounded
You're definitely
team.
reading the roster right now.
Oh yeah, I am. Because I'm the Cowboys. And a smart owner in Jerry Jones, and they got just a well-rounded roster, and they're going to do amazing.
You forgot you forgot in the wide receiver core, Amari Cooper, and they just signed this offseason Randall
I said
Cobb.
Amari Cooper, didn't I?
You did not, and you didn't say Randall Cobb either. And the return of Jason Witten.
Oh my God! Shut up, Jason Witten.
Yes.
You know what? How about you go?
Okay. Eagles, like I said, 11-5. I have the Redskins second at 10-6 with the 5th seed in the NFC East. I mean, the 5th seed in that NFC. But I'm gonna go back to the Eagles real quick. Like I said, Jordan Howard Miles Sanders, they just drafted in the draft, second best running back to come out of the draft. Alshon Jeffrey, Nelson Aguilar, Deshaun Jackson, Zach Ertz, uh, Dallas Goddard, great offensive line. Good running back core. Carson Wentz coming back fully healthy. He is not even wearing a knee brace anymore. Nothing wrong with his back. Nothing. Defense: Brandon Graham, Fletcher Cox, Timmy Jernigan, Derek Barnett. Derek Barnett is coming back healthy.
But
Fletcher
despite
Cox is
all
coming
that,
back healthy.
despite all that, they lost Nick Foles,
Shut
the
up.
most important part of their offense.
Zach Brown signing in this offseason, which was a great addition. 250-pound, 6-foot linebacker, and he's quick.
All right, second.
Over corners and DBs.
See, second, I have the Eagles going 10-6.
Our DBs are also coming back healthy. Okay, second, I have Cowboys 10-6. Fit number 5 in the NFC, like you said, Lane Vander Esch, Sean Lee, DeMarcus Lawrence,
we both already stated
Ezekiel Elliott. Yeah, okay, yeah, we both already stated the reasons with the Cowboys. Redskins 8-8.
Redskins 7-8.
Dwayne Haskins. Oh, okay, so pretty close. Dwayne Haskins, I don't think he's gonna be all that great. I think he's gonna kind of be around like Sam Darnold performance in his rookie year. I don't see him being an all-star and being able to compete with Dak and Carson. I don't think he's near that level yet. He wasn't that great in college. I mean, he was good. He was good in college, but he wasn't amazing in college. He's slow. He's slow. He can't really move around the pocket that much. He's big body though. That can help him. He has a great arm. What was his name? Darius Juice or something coming back from injury. They signed Adrian Peterson for 2 more years. I think they'll be pretty decent on offense, and their defense is still pretty okay, pretty good. Their offensive line is good. At CMA and 8, I don't see them really producing much this year. Just average season 500 record. How about you?
What?
What do you think about the Redskins this season?
You said everything I had to say. Although,
okay.
I do think their quarterback is going to do good. Better than you're expecting.
Okay, I didn't think he was going to do bad.
Garbage.
He's going to do good. Yeah, no, I'm not saying he's going to be absolute garbage.
No, that's exactly what
I'm not saying...
I think he's going to win the Super Bowl. I think he's going to win MVP. He's going to become the greatest of all time.
Pardon my language. Shut the fuck up. Anyways, Giants. We both have last, obviously. What do you have their record?
5-10-1.
Okay, I'll let you go.
Why?
Explain your reasoning. Because
Why?
I'm explaining mine. Why? So okay, fine. I'll explain mine.
No, I'm explaining it.
Okay, you got
it. Since they lost OBJ, he was definitely a huge part of their offense. The only part. Saquon Barkley, though, he is going to be able to have that run game. Problem with that is the Giants' O-line. Their offense is going to be absolute garbage. Moving on to the defense, they have barely anybody of notice or worth.
Enough said.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much took everything I needed to say. OBJ gone. Saquon Barkley is definitely going to get way more touches than last season because of that. I mean, they still have Sterling Shepard and Evan Ingram, but Evan Ingram not the best tight end in the world. Sterling Shepard not the best receiver in the world. But they'll yeah. Enough said. Next,
we have the NFC South.
Okay.
What are you gonna say? Who you have winning the division?
I have the Saints winning the division 13-3, first in the NFC.
I have the Saints winning the division 12-4, first in the NFC. Or wait, no.
Oh.
Oh wait, no. That's 11-5. I have the Saints going 11-5.
Winning the division 11-5?
Uh-huh.
Oh wow. Saints, high-powered offense, Drew Brees, Jared Cook, Alvin Kamara, Mike Thomas. Enough said. Great O-line. Well, not a great O-line. They have a good O-line. Could be improved. Defense, their defense is amazing. Cameron Jordan, Marshawn Lattimore, etc. Just beautiful,
One guy who let
beautiful
the
defense.
Vikings win in the divisional round.
Shut up.
Justin Simmons.
Anyways, yeah.
Oh my god.
My sister.
Is there something you can tell us
anyways, the Saints, if the Saints, they're gonna be filthy this year like they were last year. Drew Brees is gonna ball out. He actually has a tight end to throw to. Taysom Hill, the GOAT.
Who's that?
GOAT. You're an idiot.
I'm kidding.
he's the most versatile player in the NFL. Don't at me.
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill can't throw an 80-yard touchdown pass.
Yeah,
but
alright, Patrick
Taysom
Mahomes.
Hill probably could.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, yes. Patrick
Mitchell
Schwartz. Who is that?
Right tackle for the Chiefs. Moving on. Panthers 7-9.
Okay, I have the Panthers 10-6. But now I think about it, Cam Newton with his arm injury, I don't know how he's going to perform. I don't know if he's going to be ready. But Christian McCaffrey's stronger, bigger, and the receivers are decent. They're pretty good. They can catch. Still have Greg Olsen. Offensive line isn't horrible. Defense, Luke Kuechly is pretty much.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. Their defense is pretty much just Luke Kuechly. I mean, their defense is average. That's why I have them at 10-6 and missing out on the playoffs. Their offense, I believe, is will lead them to that record. And now you? You, sir?
Yeah.
Thought on the Panthers.
That's it. Yeah.
Okay. Who do you have third? Falcons?
Yeah, 6-10.
I have them at 8-8. Matty Ice, Matt Ryan, Julio Jones. As long as he has Julio Jones, I don't see him going under I don't see him going to a losing record as long as he has Julio Jones. Julio Jones. Dude? What are you watching? Anyways, Julio Jones. What was that rookie that they got? Calvin Ridley. They still have Mohamed Sanu. Austin Hooper at tight end. Their offense is still pretty good. Their defense needs a lot of work. They have a very, very, very young defense. And they need to fix that. They need to fix their defense a lot. Anything else you want to
add? Their tight end, Hooper. Pretty freaking good. Austin Hooper, I think his name is. I think he'll definitely help Matt Ryan in the pass game. And I think the Falcons' pass game should be one of the best in the league.
Yep. I agree. Anything else? Or do you want to move
on? Desmond Trufant, too, if you didn't mention him. He's a lead corner, too.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
On the defense.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right, last.
Yep.
Last and most definitely
Buccaneers.
East, we have the Buccaneers.
I had them going 7-9. How about you?
What do you have them going?
7-9.
4-12. 4-12.
4-12. Oh my god, dude, you did them dirty. 4-12. I mean, Jameis Winston is okay. Let's be real.
What is going on
really
in the background of your house?
I don't. Air compressor upstairs. Jameis Winston is not great at all. I think they lost to Sean Jackson. He only has Mike Evans now to throw to. And who is their running back? Please tell me they don't have Doug Martin anymore. Who is their running back? Please tell me where is your running game?
He's like the third.
You're
Charles the third. I remember that. Oh my god! Oh my god!
Sorry. Their offensive line is horrible. Their defense is outrageously bad. They just got Ndamukong Suh. He's not doing anything for them. He's gonna get them maybe 6 more sacks than they got last year. They lost Gerald
Ronald
McCoy. They're
Jones.
bad. They're horrible.
Ronald
They're
Jones
horrible.
is their running back.
Okay. They're horrible. They're plain out horrible. Let's move on.
Okay. Last division, NFC North.
Okay. Who do you have winning the division?
Bears.
So do I. What do you have the record?
11-4-1.
I had them at 10-6. I think that their competition in the division is going to be a little bit more tougher between the Vikings and the Packers this year. I have the Bears at the 4 seed, by the way. The Vikings, I think, are going to be a little bit more better than they were last year. Kirk Cousins is way more adjusted to their playbook and offensive style now, and their atmosphere at their home field. Um, so I believe that they actually have it. They have a shot at winning the division, but it's going to be tough. Especially with the Packers drafting Rashad Gary, I believe his name is. The pass rush, he's going to help a lot with them. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers. Enough said. The receivers, though, Devontae Adams, got to go off again this year. Just get a ball out. Enough said. Bears winning the division. How about you? Okay, I was talking about Bears.
Wait, hold
Mitchell
up,
Trubisky is still young.
hold up.
What? What?
Um, why did my stream end?
It ended?
It says
When
I'm
did it
still
end?
streaming.
Well, if you're still streaming, that's fine.
But like the mixer thing isn't saying I'm live.
Yeah, the Twitch was doing the same thing for me.
That's really bad. Because I download the streams from.
Oh boy. Just want to keep talking about it, and hope for the best, or
Well, let me listen to this and see where it ends off. Season. Kyler Murray, great quarterback, has an arm. Worse.
you really put the Bears at 11-4-1.
113-42. 133-52. Oh Jesus! And I was talking about Kyler Murray. That's at the top.
Oh my god. So are you saying that we got to restart from the NFC West?
I don't know. I'm scared that if I click end stream, it'll like update for some reason. I don't know. It says I'm still streaming.
I mean, if we got to restart from the NFC West, it's fine. We'll just like breeze through the NFC West. We'd be like boom, 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 and we won't explain, and then we'll just go on from there.
Hang on, let me. Oh my God. I'm gonna open Mixer on my phone to see if it'll. Now we're having some technical difficulties. Continue talking about what we're talking about.
Okay. We were talking about the Bears. Mitchell Trubisky is still young. Tariq Cohen at the running back, losing Jordan Howard. Running game's gonna be a little bit weaker. Allen Robinson, second receiver, he's pretty good. their passing game will be a little bit better than this year, in my opinion. I think their offensive line will get. I think their offensive line is going to improve just a little bit. Mitchell Trubisky will improve definitely a little bit over this off season and during the beginning of the season. I think that we will see that in the first few games. The defense is pretty good. I think they're going to leave where they left off last season. Khalil Mack is just going to do what he does, and I think that they'll be just fine.
Okay. I really have nothing
Who
to
do you
add about
have
the Bears.
second?
So yeah, we're just gonna go to
second.
I have the Vikings at 9-6-1.
Oh, say that again.
I have the Vikings at 9-6-1.
You have 9-7 and what?
Vikings at 9-6-1.
Oh, 9-6 and 1. Okay. I have the Vikings at 10-6 with the 6th seed. Vikings, like I said, Kirk Cousins is adapting. Like he just, I don't know, but Stephon Diggs, Adam Thielen, Kyle Rudolph, Dalvin Cook, pretty good. Offensive line is okay. Their defense is okay. I mean, they're not horrible. You know, you got Xavier Rhodes, Harrison Smith, Eric Kendricks, etc. Anthony Barr, Everson Griffin. Yeah, their defense is pretty good. But yeah, 10-6 and just squeezing it in that last playoff spot in the NFC.
Huh.
All right.
All right, who do you have third?
Right. Third, I have the Packers 7-9.
And what is the record, sir?
7-9. 7-9.
7-9. Sorry, your mic cuts out a lot.
Shut up.
I have them at 9-7.
Aaron Rodgers getting old, sucky. Moving
Yeah, I mean, Aaron Rodgers, yeah, getting old. Devontae Adams, but Devontae Adams started to spark. Their defense is getting better than it was. Their secondary is improving a lot. I think their defense is what really gets them to the record I have them at this year, and their offense is going to be as productive. I think that they'll go 9-7, and I believe that I'm going to talk about the division record for a second. I think that they will go 500 in their division. I think that they'll lose to the Bears, Vikings. At least one of them twice. I do.
on. Huh.
Anything you want to add?
Huh?
Anything you want to add?
Not really. Except their freaking D tackle. I forgot his name. Freaking amazing D tackle.
Mike Daniels?
No, the young one.
I know you're talking about. I figure his name now. But last, I'll be obviously agree at the Lions. And what do you have their record as?
5-11.
5-11. I actually just changed mine, and I really do believe this. I have him at 4-12. What was his name? They lost him, Ezekiel Anza or whatever. His name was. They just lost him, and he's on the Seahawks now. So it's like, I don't know. Where's your pass rush? It's non-existent. Darius Slay at the corner, best corner you have, only relevant corner you have. Good for you. Their offense is pitiful. The only person on offense. Name 4 people on the Lions offense.
Matthew Stafford.
Marvin Jones Jr. I know him.
Marvin Jones. The freaking
And
running
that's
back. I
it. That's
should
all I
know.
have.
Running back. I should know.
Okay, self-explanatory. Lions are garbage. I have them 4-12. You have them 5-11. And that's it for the regular season predictions. Now we're gonna move on to the playoffs. So, do you have your wild card games written down?
Well,
I do.
Do you have your wild card games written down?
I do. Yes.
Okay, tell me who your wild card games are, and who do you think is gonna win?
For the AFC,
AFC?
Go ahead. AFC? Yeah.
Ravens at Dolphins and Texans at Browns.
Okay. And who do you think are gonna win those games, and why?
Ravens Dolphins 24-17 Ravens. Texans Browns 27-31 Browns. 31 Browns.
Nice.
Ravens
Nice.
Dolphins pretty self-explanatory. The Ravens have a good defense. They should be able to march straight through the Dolphins with the power of Lamar Jackson and the decent running game they'll have, as well as the wide receivers that they have. They should be able to win against the Dolphins. And for the for the Browns winning against the Texans, freaking God Squad. They have OBJ, freaking Baker Mayfield, Jarvis Landry, Kareem Hunt, Nick Chubb, good O-line. They should be able to win this game with pretty easy.
Okay. For mine, I have Texans at the Patriots and Chargers at the Browns. I have the Patriots beating the Texans 21-10. Kind of self-explanatory, kind of like with you. It's the Patriots, Tom Brady, Bill Belichick. Texans have a great defense and a good offense, but I think that they'll come short, especially playing in Gillette in New England. I think they have a disadvantage there. For Chargers and Browns, I have the Chargers losing to the Browns 35-28 in a close battle. I think that the Browns will win it in the fourth quarter, personally. And yeah, that's who I have for my wild card.
All right, NFC.
NFC, I have Vikings at the Eagles and the Cowboys at the Bears. How about you?
I have the Eagles at Saints, Seahawks at Bears.
Oof. Oof. Talk about your scores.
For the Eagles and Saints, I have 21-13 Eagles, and for the Seahawks
Oh wow,
and
that's
Bears,
a surprise.
35-10 Seahawks win versus the Bears. Eagles versus
That
Saints.
is a surprise for me.
They have Carson Wentz, great quarterback, and plus with their amazing offensive line and their run game that they should be able to produce, plus the wide receivers, a very good offense, very well rounded. Defense, amazing. D line, pretty good. Secondary, and a pretty average to good, in between average and good linebacking core. Saints,
Respectable.
about the same on the offense. Pretty good offense, but once it gets to defense, the Eagles have a way better defense in my opinion. Although the Saints defense is good, the Eagles defense is more rounded and meant for the playoffs and meant for long-term teams. That's why I have them winning 21-13. Seahawks and Bears, 35-10 Seahawks. Seahawks, high-powered offense, although they did lose Doug Baldwin, which was a big part of their offense. Mind you, this was April, so maybe give or take.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Bears will be able to outplan the smarts of the Seahawks and their Russell Wilson and whatever their coach's name is. I can't think of.
Pete Carroll.
Pete Carroll, yeah, he's been in the NFL for a long time. Smart coach. They should be able to win versus the Bears.
Yeah. I have the Eagles beating the Vikings 24-14. Philadelphia home field advantage, like you said, well-rounded offense, good offensive line. Carson Wentz, if he can stay healthy, good receiving core, and they should be able to produce a good running game, like you said. Good defensive line. the secondary can stay healthy, good secondary and average linebacking core, but a good upgrade with the addition of Zach Brown. Um, the Vikings, I don't think I just can't see them beating the Eagles in a playoff territory game. Like just I can't see them in playoff. Just general the playoff vibe that Philly sends during their games, or pretty much almost any home game for home team, is an advantage, especially with the Chiefs and like Chiefs, the Saints, and stuff like that because of their fan bases are just loud and yeah. Then I have the Cowboys at the Bears, 42-20. I think that the Cowboys will smack the Bears personally. With the addition of Randall Cobb, Amari Cooper, um, and Dak Prescott, that connection that they had last season, I think that they'll continue that from last year. Zeke is going to do what he does. Jason Witten's coming in to help. Their offensive line is going to be healthy and strong. Their defense is going to be outstanding. Their linebacking core is great, good defensive line, good secondary. I think that they'll do it and they'll just smack Chicago.
Okay. All right, for our next matches for the divisional round,
Yep.
we have.
Yeah, I got to do my scores, so go ahead and go first.
Well, for you have the Patriots, Chiefs, Browns at Colts,
Yes,
Cowboys,
sir.
Saints, Eagles, Rams. For me, I have the Ravens at the Chiefs, Browns at the Colts, Eagles at the Rams, and Seahawks at the Cowboys. Let's start with the Ravens at the Chiefs. I have the score 17-28 Chiefs. I just don't see the Ravens going into Arrowhead Stadium and winning this game. They visited them last season and got beat 27-24, I believe. And in the playoffs, it's going to be loud. There's going to be no time to think, you're not going to be able to hear anything. And with a high-powered offense of the Chiefs, plus with their defense that is kind of improving, kind of not, it should be a victory for Kansas City. Browns at Colts, I see the score being 21-31 to the Colts. Browns, good team, although an inexperienced quarterback with some other positions in there, like Kareem Hunt, hasn't played in the playoffs yet. Ndamukong, I am just stupid. Njoku, good tight end, although never experienced the playoffs. I just see their young players being their weakness here, and that's why I have the Colts winning. Eagles Rams, I see the score being 27-42 Rams. The high-powered offense of the Rams plus their defense will be enough to outscore the Eagles. The Eagles do have a high-octane offense, but will not be able to keep up with the Rams, and that's simply just a shootout game. Seahawks Cowboys, 17-20 Cowboys. A close game here, but the Cowboys have a slightly, and by slightly I mean a lot, better defense, but their offense comes to bite. The Seahawks defense comes to bite them, and they end up losing by a field goal due to their offense not as good as the Cowboys. Plus, their defense not able to hold the Cowboys' offense with the power of their run game. I just see the Seahawks just getting outmatched in every aspect of the field.
Nice. That's ridiculous, dude. That's crazy.
What?
Uh, yeah. For me, I have the Patriots at the Chiefs. I have Kansas City winning 32-13. I think they will outduel Tom Brady. Patrick Mahomes, second year starter. He knows what he's doing this time, and just Travis Kelsey, just being a great target. If Tyreek Hill is able to play, Tyreek Hill will be a great factor in that game. Their defense, your guys' secondary got a little bit better, but your guys' pass rush is a little bit less worse than last year with the loss of D Ford and Houston as well. But you guys got Clark from the Seahawks, so that's a great addition to your pass rush right there. So, yep, there you go. It's complimentary. Browns at the Colts. I have the Colts winning 21-10. Kind of like what you're saying. And if they're the Browns, they don't really have experience at all. I mean, Odell does, but Jarvis really doesn't. Baker doesn't. David Njoku doesn't. And they're almost their whole offense. No playoff experience whatsoever. Andrew Luck has playoff experience. The whole Colts team pretty much has playoff experience. I just see them outdoing Andrew Luck, outdoing Baker Mayfield, and just putting up, throwing for 3 touchdowns. I'm telling you, all those 3 scores are coming from Andrew Luck. From NFC point, I have the Cowboys at the Saints. I have the Saints winning 28-24 in a close game. Both great defenses, both great offenses going head to head, but it's in New Orleans, and that stadium is loud and ridiculous. And it's the Saints in their hometown, playoff game. Just Drew Brees hyped up. He knows what he's doing, playoff experience. He's won a Super Bowl. Mike Thomas is going to go off. Jared Cook is going to be a big factor. Alvin Kamara, etc. And then we got Eagles at the Rams. I have
Whoa, 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 whoa. Why did my...
I apologize for that.
Did your mic just mute?
My controller turned off because I wasn't touching it. As I was saying, Eagles 32-24. The past 2 seasons, the Eagles have beaten the Rams, even with their high-powered defense and offense. Like you said, it was a shootout. But Eagles pulled off with the win for the past 2 years in a row, even with last year's super team with that defensive line, the Dominican Sue and Aaron Donald. They still managed to beat the Los Angeles Rams, and I think they could do so in a playoff game because also a big factor the crowd. There's always a lot of Eagles fans in LA games, which I've noticed either against Chargers or the Rams. And the Eagles vibe, the Eagles home field, that's all the players say is that it feels like a home game there, which I think is a big advantage for them.
Okay.
Hey, sir.
Very, very interesting about this store here. I'm not gonna entirely agree with that, but okay.
You say you what?
Don't agree with the Philly store a little bit there, but okay. And I just noticed we do have
It's
the
okay.
same AFC Conference Championship game score.
Yes, we do.
Colts at Chiefs, Eagles at Saints. I have the Cowboys versus Rams, but I guess I'll start it in because you're doing your score. Colts at Chiefs. I'm having the Chiefs win 38-21 due to their offense and their defense. That is getting. We saw last year. Well, technically this year, but last season the Chiefs' offense or defense got better as the playoffs progressed. And in the divisional round, the Colts only put up 13 points against them. But I believe that with the high power of the offense with Patrick Mahomes, Hill, Sammy Watkins, Travis Kelce, a good offensive line, they should be able to win this game with ease, and that's why I have them winning 38-21. Cowboys at Rams. In a very close game, I have the Cowboys winning 28-24. Cowboys offense high-powered, the run game. The Rams were not best at stopping the run. Shush. We're not the best at stopping the run game last season, but they do have a good defense, good offense. But I see them losing barely by 4 points to the Cowboys.
Okay. I don't agree with the Cowboys making the Super Bowl, but okay, that's your prediction. Your prediction. Not good, man. Oh, that's the conference championship.
Yeah, you said I don't agree with
them. I said making them. I said them making it.
Whatever.
Anyways. Yeah, AFC Championship game. Colts at the Chiefs. I have Chiefs smacking and just playing with the Colts 48-27, just like they did. They smacked them in the divisional round this past playoff. 48-27, Patrick Mahomes. I'm telling you right now, 400 plus yards, 3 touchdowns at least. It's just gonna go off. It's Arrowhead conference championship back-to-back years. It's just gonna be electrifying. The decimals are gonna go through the roof. It's just gonna be nuts. Eagles at Saints. I had the Saints. I have the Saints winning 32-28. I think it's going to be back and forth battle between the offenses from both sides, but I think just because a little bit more experience that Drew Brees has in the NFL in general, not just playoff wise. Even though Carson Wentz has never played in a playoff game ever. Um, I think that Drew Brees will beat Carson Wentz and the Eagles just because of experience and and Drew Brees is obviously more talented than Carson Wentz, and he also has a little bit more weapons on the offense than the Eagles do, and their defense. Like I said, it's in New Orleans. Just the crowd and the vibe. It's just New Orleans takes the win, and it's going to Super Bowl 54 to play the Chiefs.
All right. Two Super Bowls we have: Chiefs versus Cowboys, Chiefs versus Saints. Chiefs versus Saints was the Super Bowl that everyone thought should happen. Well, not everyone. Most people thought should happen. Last season.
Yep.
But I guess I'll start off with my Super Bowl. Chiefs versus Cowboys in a back and forth battle of offenses with the Cowboys rush attack and the Chiefs passing attack, plus with both decent defenses on each side with their own ups and downs. I see the Chiefs coming out with the victory 35-28. Even though Andy Reid has had some troubles in the past with the Eagles and from like 2000 to 2013, I believe he can
1998.
pull the strength together in his body, his walrus body, pull together good plays to fool the brilliant mind of Jason Garrett, and they win this game 35-28.
Okay. Chiefs versus Saints. Both great offenses. Both. New Orleans does have the advantage on defense. However, I believe that the Chiefs defense will be good enough to get the Chiefs that Super Bowl ring that they're searching for, and I have the Chiefs winning 24-9. I don't see the Saints getting over 10 points in this game. The Chiefs are way too good on offense, and I think they will outdo them on defense. I think the defense will stop Drew Brees and the New Orleans offense from scoring and scoring and scoring like they do during the regular season. Patrick Mahomes, like I said, like he did in the conference championship, balls out maybe high 300s for passing yards, 3 touchdowns, maybe 4. Not 4, can't be 4. 3 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns. Maybe it could be 4. Maybe it could be more than what I think. But I see the Chiefs taking it all. Like I said last year, I had my own predictions. Last year, and I had the Chiefs winning the Super Bowl against the Rams, but the Rams, obviously played the Patriots, and we all know how that turned out.
The most boring Super Bowl of all time.
Exactly, that Super Bowl so boring. Oh my god, imagine if it was the Chiefs. Oh, just imagine. Would have been great.
It would have been freaking a Chiefs victory.
Oh yeah, it would have been. Anyways, like I said, Chiefs win 24-9. Patrick Mahomes gets his ring that everyone says he deserves, which I agree with. And
all right,
boom.
we have one more, which is season awards, but I'm almost about to hit the 2-hour mark on this stream. I'm at 1:58:30. So
make it quick. Who's your MVP?
Patrick Mahomes.
Okay, my MVP, I have Andrew Luck, only because I think that he's going to come up and I think he's going to ball out this season. I told you 4,000 plus yards, 30 plus touchdowns, maybe 40-ish. And he's less than 10 interceptions. I'm telling you right now, he's going to ball out. And he's going to be great. Who's your defense player of the year?
Ooh. Oh, that's a hard one. Crap. How about we just do like top offense, top defense? Or like number one passing offense, number one rushing offense.
All right, that's good.
Number one passing offense, go.
Number one passing offense, Kansas City Chiefs.
I agree. Number one rushing offense.
Ooh. Number one rushing offense. Jeez. Either Philadelphia or Dallas. Eagles or Cowboys. It's gonna be one or the other.
I'm going with Dallas.
All right, respectable. Like I said, one of
number one defense in the NFL.
Number one defense. If the Ravens can do what they did last season, it will be the Ravens 100%.
I don't know.
But if we're talking about what I think personally, I think the Rams will have the best defense.
I'm going. I agree with you. If the Ravens can do what they did, the exact same thing what they did last year, maybe even better, they'll definitely have the best defense. But I'm going to have to go with Rams because of
Aaron Donald.
Yeah, it's self-explanatory.
But yeah, just over the 2-hour mark, 2 hours 45 seconds. Finally.